All right, let's look at some plays from the last few weeks. Some of these the coaches have sent in, want to know what we think about certain plays, or how is this officiated correctly. So let's look at a few plays. Here's a play that we need to know where eligibles are. So if you look at this play, look at the left side. These two guys are on both. The tight end is covered up here. Tight end is covered up with this guy right here. This guy's an eligible receiver. This guy's covered up because he's got an eligible number, but he's covered up. So this is a situation where wing officials, you need to make sure, because this wing official on this side, he's got this area right here. If this guy's covered up, he needs to be given that covered up signal. So let's see what happens in the play. Pitch. Looks like it's going to be a quarterback throwback. He's going to the other side. But remember, where's our tight end? Where did our tight end? Where did he go? Where is he lined up at? There's our tight end. And now he releases downfield. Then all of a sudden he's going to throw the ball. There's our tight end. He's 10 yards downfield. We have a pass caught for a big gain, and we've got no flag. This is one of those situations we've got to know who's eligible and who's ineligible. So this is just kind of a reminder. This is mostly on this wing official over here. He's got to know that this guy's covered up, and if he goes downfield. A good rule here is if this guy's covered up, he's a tight end, he's got an eligible number. What I always did is I said the number out loud. 84 is ineligible. Just somehow that helped me remember that 84 is ineligible throughout this down. You know, whatever number he is. And then if I see him downfield, I got him. But don't let these situations that are not easy, you know, when you got a lot of stuff going on, run to the other side, then a quarterback, possible throwback, and then you got to look for eligibles. So just a reminder. All right, let's look at another play. Run to that side, carries a good cut. Why did the coach ask about this play? Well, let's look at the end zone view. You can see it a little better. All right, let's slow it down a little bit. Watch this guy right here. He just tackles this guy from behind. And the coach asked, is this legal? No. By rule, this is not legal. Would I flag this? This is early in the game. I think this is like the second or third play of the game. Probably not at this point. He just he's fighting towards the ball, and he takes this guy out. So maybe it's a talking to. But when he gets up like this, and he's on top of this guy, and he's kind of driving him in the ground like this, and notice that we're looking here, this guy's looking here. Let's see if I can get the thing to go. And then this guy's looking here. As a referee, we got to have our head on a swivel, looking here. Plus, the umpire should be looking in here, and he should see this. Maybe this warrants a flag here. Probably early in the game. Probably just a talking to. But I don't think anybody really saw this until after it was all over. All right, let's look at another play. Can't really see anything on this. Let's look at the wide view here. Here's the wide view. Well, let's go back. I'm sorry. Watch right here. These two guys right here. This guy's going to jam him, which he can legally do because this guy is not past him. So he's not established himself as a legal receiver, eligible legal receiver. So he jams him, and he jams him, and he jams him, and they kind of get tangled up and go off. And the coach asked me, was this legal? Since this receiver has not established himself as a legal receiver, the defender's got every right to jam him and try to ward him off as a possible blocker. So he can do that. Now, when we get out of bounds, we got to make sure that we don't do anything illegal over here, and I don't think they did. They both got up. But nobody really saw this. He was jamming him. Hopefully this guy kind of saw him out of the corner of the eye. But it's kind of maybe a little bit of a dead spot because he's more focused in here. But we have to be able to take a glance over here and see what's going on. But is this legal? Yeah, that's legal. He never established himself as a legal receiver. Love the wire. Run to this side, run to this side. Play's almost over. But let's look at this guy right here who's moving faster than everybody else. Is that legal? No. That's just a cheap shot. Now, Mr. Umpire, who's looking over here, needs to have a wider view with his head on a swivel and see stuff like this, especially when he notices a guy moving faster than everybody else. Boom. That's just a cheap shot. That's a 15-yard penalty for unnecessary roughness. So the coach is correct. That is a foul. There's no reason for this. It's not a legal block. He just hits him. I mean, it wasn't even a legal block. It'd be a blindside block, but I wouldn't call that a blindside block. I'd call that a cheap shot. I don't think you can really see it on that view. All right, let's move to the next play. Referee gets kind of caught up in that. He was asking me if that was a cheap shot on the quarterback. Hard to tell here from this view. He just shoves him out of bounds. Don't think so. Legal play. Let's go back a little bit. Same play. Goes up the middle. His question was this block right here. Now it's a good block, but his question was when he stays on top of him and kind of taunts him a little bit right here, standing over top of him. Is that legal? The umpire here should be getting in their face and getting between both of them and telling them to break it up. This is a good talking to point right here. It's a good legal block. They both had their hands on each other, and he just kind of pancakes him, which is good. That's fine. But here's where the umpire, instead of twiddling his thumbs, he needs to be over here looking at this and getting him in between them. Let's look from the end zone. Good block. Here's something else I saw in this play. He spins. Is he out of bounds? Was his heel out of bounds? Was his other heel out of bounds? Can't really tell. Don't have a good look. Couldn't overturn this on. The call would the play would stand as called on that. Can't tell. This guy's right here. He had a great view. He's looking back at him. He's got nothing, so he's got a touchdown. Good mechanics. Did everybody see that? Legal play. Got a good catch here. Boom. This guy right here is moving faster than everybody else. He needs to be looking here. Also, the deep guy's probably more focused here, but we need to have a wide angle view. We need to see this. This is probably more on the umpire. He's looking here. He's kind of out of it over here. It's a little too deep. He needs to be moving with the play instead of just standing there. And he needs to see this. He didn't need to be watching this. He needs to be seeing this. That's a cheap shot. That's a 15-yard penalty. I would call that a dead ball, unsportsmanlike. I mean, a dead ball, unnecessary roughness on this player. Same play. Moving faster, boom. That's just a cheap shot. Again, I would call that a dead ball foul. I believe this was called a horse collar tackle. Better views right here. He gets him on the side and pulls him down. Is that a horse collar tackle? No. He didn't pull him straight back. He didn't buckle the knees. That's just a good tackle. Wrestles him down on the side. He didn't go straight back. So no, not a good call for a horse collar tackle. Here's a play it's kind of hard to see. It's in the middle. I don't know if you can see that right by the umpire. A late flag by the umpire. We'll look at it again from this view and see if you can pick it up. At the end of the play. Better views right here. End of the play here. This guy right here. Play's almost over. He just shoves him in the back. This guy right here shoves this guy right here. There you can see his full arm extension. Just shoves him right in the back. Good pickup by the umpire. There's no reason for that. Plus it was a block in the back. Just not a good football play, but a good pickup by the umpire. We get a holding call on the end right here. See the flag coming in from the deep guy on his key. We'll look at it again from this view, then we'll look at the end zone view. Right here, this guy right here. Not much you can see right here, but let's look at the end zone view. Right here, he's got him on the inside here. At this point it's okay, but right here he gets extension. That grab right there pulls him back where he can't make the tackle, and we got to get a holding call right here by this guy. He's looking at his keys. So it's not a big grab, but it's enough to let him get the corner and get about 5 more yards. It was a good call for holding. Point of attack. Was a restriction? Yes. Point of attack? Yes. Did it matter? Yes. Good holding call. Let's look at this again. They rush up to make a quick snap. Let's see if they get set. He rushes up. That other guy runs up. They snap the ball. Were they set for a second? Nope. They scored a touchdown. And we didn't get that. We should have got that. That's a missed illegal motion. Got to be set. Both of them got to be set for a second. We just missed that. They scored a touchdown on the play. Instead of a touchdown, it should have been first and goal from the 6. So was this guy set? Did he false start? Yep. He went before the snap. Yep. Should be a false start. Missed that. There's a fumble here, and they recovered. But again, false start. All right, this is a punt formation. Now remember, by rule on a kicking play, that your initial position sets the eligible receivers. So from their initial position, the eligible receivers are here, 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 and here. So basically, these are the 5 eligible receivers. We have five on the line of scrimmage. These are the 5 eligible receivers plus the punter. So these 4 in the backfield. So this sets who the eligible receivers are throughout the play from their initial position from a kicking formation. So we see he shifts here to the other side. He's basically on the line of scrimmage. He's supposed to be on the line of scrimmage, but his head doesn't really break the plane to the center's butt. But that's another conversation. So what they're doing here is they're hoping to try to get this guy as an eligible receiver and nobody notices him. But by rule, because he shifted, number 8 here shifted to the other side, this guy right here is ineligible throughout the down. He can't be shifted to be eligible after their initial position from a scrimmage kick formation. So they do not throw to him here, but just be leery of this as they're setting that up. They're setting that guy for a pass, him to sneak out there and catch it. I've seen this ran several times in the past, and you really have to be looking for this. Is their initial position sets who the eligibles are. This guy is not eligible. So if they have a breakout play and this guy goes out here and goes over here and he's standing wide open, he catches a pass and goes for a touchdown, somebody better have a flag on the ground. Same play. I'm sorry, different play. He shifts again. Number 11 is still not eligible because the initial position of 8. So number 11 is still not eligible in this play. And also notice that these 3 guys right here, none of these guys are on the line of scrimmage. So we have an illegal formation. And they're going to do this. They're going to cheat back as far as they can until it's called. We have to get this. I mean, those guys are not even close to being on. I mean, the center's butt's right through here. These guys are not even close. They're almost half a yard off the center's butt. We got to get that. Somebody go early? Looks that way. So he's moving. He's moving. And he's moving. We should have a legal motion on this play before the ball snaps. Looks like he got a head start there if it's a lead blocker. That's exactly what he got. All right, I hope these plays helped you a little bit. Just stuff to look for, some stuff that was sent to me by coaches and some stuff that I found. So I hope this helps you the rest of your season. Any comments, please leave them. Have a great rest of your season.